Hey guys, so Smilegate and AGS just dropped a huge roadmap today, and I wanted to cover a little bit of that with you guys on video and kind of talk a little about what I think is going to happen going forward. So let's jump right into it. So I'm not going to read every single thing, but I want to highlight the important pieces, right? So it looks like they say right here, looking back at the year 2023, we began with the Rowan continent and Belshazzar Hard, all the way to the Voldus continent and Ivory Tower in December. This is no small amount of content, as we had 4 new continents and 4 new classes in a relatively fast pace. This was to close the gap between KR version but we are aware that you were fatigued due to the quick updates. So our goal in 2024 is to balance the speed of the adventure's contents, progression, and gap between the KR contents updates. So I guess what they're saying is things were moving very quickly last year, and as a result, their goal for 2024 is to give us a little bit of a slowdown in our content, which honestly, I don't really find too much of an issue with, especially with how hard it's been for us to get to 1620, get to Theamine. Though there is a little bit of a worry, because what's going to happen is with Theamine normal, it's not super hard to get to, but Theamine hard is the one that's hard to get to. But with Echidna, right? It's not that much different in item level. If you've gotten to Theamine hard already, you can do Echidna hard. And there's not really much of a push needed for that. So I'm hoping that they kind of put this into mind when they're thinking about the speed of the updates that they're giving us. And also, the other thing that they've talked about here, right? We're not only working on new content, but also to update existing contents. This is to address the difficulties in playing the existing content, such as rebalancing the difficulty of Belshazzar. I think this is very interesting because I feel like, for me at least, Brel is in a really good place. It's like a good mixture of like kind of difficult still, but also because of like the changes in gate 4, the cut down of, from 6 gates to 4 gates and 3 gates on, every other week. Like, I personally think that it's pretty good in the place that it is. So I'm not sure what they're going to do to change Brel right now, but we'll see. And then here is the big one. Both server merge and region merge that have been constantly suggested by you adventurers are being prepared. So this is big. And which servers are going to get merged and which regions are getting merged? Well, server-wise, it looks like pretty much all regions will be getting some server merges on March 16th and March 13th, so coming up very soon next month. It's interesting because we thought that NA West was the only server or only region that was getting merged because we had that big downtime a couple weeks ago, but it looks like every single region will be getting some merges. Now, this is interesting, but the most interesting piece is here, region merges. In the summer of 2024, we plan to merge NA West and NA East and South America into one enormous region. And this is something that we as players have been asking for so long, because like even at the beginning of the game, even at the beginning of Lost Ark, when the game was much bigger, we all wanted to play together, but we couldn't. But now they are giving us the opportunity to merge our regions and play together. Now, while this is very, very good news and everybody's positive about it, there is also a little bit of like, a little devil's advocate, or like, just something in the back of my mind that's telling me like, does this mean our game is actually dying that much to where we need to merge servers? Because if we had really big populations in West, East, South America, they wouldn't need to do this. They wouldn't do this, even if we wanted it, right? Just because server infrastructure would be very, very hard to upkeep. It would be very expensive, lots of lag, things like that. So it does get me a little bit worried about population, but as we've seen before in the Steam kind of like 2023 recap on which games made the most money, Lost Ark was in the top of that list. So, or at the top of that list. So hopefully that means that the game is still doing very well and we're not going to be shutting down anytime soon. But either way, this is absolutely amazing news. Now, how they're going to go upon this is still up in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to do this, and they haven't announced how they're going to do this, right? But my guess is they're going to keeping the NA West, NA East, and South American servers, like the physical server locations, for anytime we're doing local content, like when we're just like traversing the world, doing world boss, just like collecting stuff like Unas dailies, things like that, going through the towns. All that will be located in the local servers. So NA West will still have NA West servers, NA East will still have NA East servers, and South America will still have South America servers, like the physical server locations. But then when we are playing with each other, when we are connected in raids, in Chaos Gate, Adventure Island, that type of stuff, we'll probably have like a central server somewhere, maybe in like Texas or something like that, Texas, Chicago, somewhere like that, where NA West, NA East, and South American players can connect to kind of more equidistant. It's not like we're over here, NA West is going to try to connect to NA East servers, or NA East is going to try to connect to NA West servers. It's going to be a central server, likely in the middle of like the United States, maybe like Texas, Chicago, that when we're playing together, we can all connect to. But what that does mean is for anybody who's playing in Southeast Asia, for example, Oceania, the Oceanic region, those people who want to play on NA West, if they're not playing on NA East, their ping will be unfortunately affected by this. So it is a little bit of a negative side effect that we're going to get from the server merge for those people. But I think those people overall will be happy that the servers are going to be booming a little bit more. We're going to have more accessories in the market. There'll be more parties and Party Finder. I think overall it's just going to be a very, very positive change to the game that we can all enjoy together. But the one thing, though, you guys will have to deal with are the HHs, the bots that are here on NA West. We're going to be spreading that plague over to the other regions. I apologize, guys. You guys are going to be affected by the bot economy, which some may say is not terrible because it does lower the prices of certain things like trade materials and orejas, but still, it is a little bit tough. And also the other thing is, I know that South American region has a lot of gold, a lot of materials, a lot of resources. So that might be a huge hit to the economy as well. And the blue crystal prices might go skyrocketing. Material prices, trade materials prices, things like that might change as well. We'll see. But hopefully they will take that into account and find some way to make that a non-issue. But either way, this is absolutely wonderful news. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to this change coming in the summer. I know I am, and hopefully I get to play with everybody. I've had so many friends on East that I've wanted to play with for the longest time. So if you've been looking forward to playing together with your friends, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button, hit the sub button, ring the bell for notifications, and I also stream on twitch.tv/MisoXshiro every single night. So hopefully I'll see y'all on the stream, but if not, hopefully I see you guys on the next video. All right, guys, peace out.